Hey guys, Josh Hankin here, creator of the Ultimate Sandbag Core Training System. One of our more popular videos discussed the common mistake of trying to squat heavy with an Ultimate Sandbag on your back. Now, there's been some misunderstanding that we think that you can't squat with a bag on your back. That's not necessarily true. What we wanted to clarify is the difference between doing conditioning type of exercises and going very heavy. So let's talk about that. The one reason that we don't recommend very heavy squatting with the Ultimate Sandbag is because of the way you have to get the bag in position safely in order to do the movement. Additionally, there is also the concern that because the bag does not rest on your shoulders like it does with a bar, that you're going to have too much load through the shoulder joint. However, the back position behind the head is one of our 9 loading positions that we use, and is especially useful in combination or metabolic or conditioning type of exercises. So let's go over that. So there's 2 ways to get the bag safely into the position. So you'll notice I'm going to start off with our power package here, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a half around the world. So around the world normally looks like all the way around. Now that pivoting action allows us to get the bag behind our head, so we can end up here. So when you do it, you want to make sure that the bag's touching the upper part of your back and the elbows are up tall. So from here I can squat safely, and you see there's not too much load in my arms. Now we're going to find, to get off, you just do the rest of the around the world. So it can become a nice drill in of itself, coming around, drop, around, drop. So you always want to make sure upper back, elbows high. The other way you can get the bag overhead is to do an overhead chop. Now, around the world you can use a little more weight in because it's closer to the body. When you go to the chop, again, you're going to want to start with a light weight because you have more force coming at you, and you're going to have to catch it and receive the weight with a little more impact. So you're going to want to decelerate the weight faster. Now, it's not going to hit you. The key is that when you start from the ground, you're going to keep the bag very close to the body and make a little arc just over the head. You're not going to straighten out the arms. It creates too much of a leverage point. See how I got right back there? Then from here, I can squat, back, chop. So it becomes a nice rhythmic motion that you can do for interval time, which is great for fat loss or conditioning. Now you can do any of these exercises too once you get the bag to your back. As we mentioned in our last video, doing things like lunges, step-ups, and so forth are tremendous. You know, you can step back to the side because it makes you more upright, which is key in taking load off the low back, where a lot of times when people have a bar on their back, they tend to collapse into these movements. So what we need to do is understand the purpose behind why we're holding the bags in the exercise we're doing. In more metabolic exercises, it's a great way to stimulate more movement, to condition more different movement patterns, and it's a great way to burn a lot of calories very quickly. Plus we teach the body how to stay more upright, reinforcing good postural alignment. Even jumping to a bigger bag that is relatively lightly loaded can be a whole different beast, and you're going to want to progress slowly. So we generally don't go beyond our strength package when we want to do these movements, because then the loading in our arms and our shoulders become too much, and you can see either chopping or coming a half around the world becomes more of a liability issue, and you always want to prioritize safety. So when you're implementing these lifts, always start lighter. We recommend our power package for that, and then you can always progress up to lighter strength packages. Never compromise form or posture just for the sake of weight.